Happy Wednesday, YouTube. You know, one of the things that I love about Final Expense is the fact that I can make a sale right now, and within 48 hours, I'm going to average around a $400 to $500 deposit in the form of an advance from the sale that I make today. And I always share that because that's one of the biggest reasons that I've always stayed in Final Expense. I remember my first week selling burial insurance, I put $2,000 in my bank account, deposited, not annualized premium or a trophy. I had $2,000 in my bank, and that was it for me. And every single week after that, I made sure that there was money in my bank account. And that's a beautiful thing. You know, for a lot of us that got into this business with no capital, no resources, we depend on those commissions to keep putting gas in your car, paying the internet bill, covering all the cost to make it work. And that's, again, the reason I've always focused my personal production, why I've only focused on recruit and training agents in Final Expense, because of cash flow cycles are fast and agents get paid. I talk to agents all the time that are doing the advanced market products, mortgage protection, for example. And some of the biggest complaints from the agency builders is that their agents can't stick around long enough to have breakthroughs, simply because they have no resources. Their cash flow cycles, don't meet up with their demands of bills every month, and it makes sense. That's why when I started my first year, I did $113,000. That's what my gross income was. And it changed my life. Cash flow makes a difference. But I always love the idea of selling one application Monday through Friday. So you got one app times 5. And I always talk about the fact that if you sell one application Monday, Tuesday, and through Friday, you'll gross over $100,000 year one. But it takes a lot of work. For me, I could tell you, my first year, I was working Monday through pretty much Sunday because I was hungry. And every day, I had a stack of leads. I had my old leads, but also throughout the day, I found myself knocking on doors, cold calling doors, because I knew what one application meant for me. One application a day put me over that $100,000. And I think sometimes what happens with agents, they are not good business owners with themselves. If they're maybe low on leads and they don't have resources, instead of being proactive, they kind of start shopping around for another opportunity. Instead, maybe they should be looking for the next opportunity to sell a policy. Think about it. Some of you guys have 10, 15, 20 carriers already, and you guys are still struggling. That's just because you're not focused on the priorities, on what you need. And that's, where's the next sale going to come from? One app a day. I promise you can get there. If you got a good training program, you got the carriers, and if you have leads. If you have leads, trust me, you'll get one app a day if you're out there working every day. If you don't have leads, well, you can create your own leads. Relationship marketing is very powerful. Going out there in the neighborhood, knocking on doors, cold calling on lists that you can actually legally call on, just cold. It's a numbers game. 70% of Americans, if they found themselves in an emergency, would not have $1,000 to cover it within 24 hours. And that came out in the Washington Post a few years ago when we had all those floodings. Think about that, over 70%. So there's no shortage of people, especially seniors, that need a final expense policy. There's only a shortage of hustlers that are going to go out there and look for it. So you can buy leads or go out and find it. But if you're not willing to hustle, you might as well just go and find a job where you punch in and punch out and then collect your paycheck. But if you're in this business and you're not writing one application a day, you should really ask yourself why. And in most cases, it's the lack of activity or creativity in creating more opportunity for you to sell funeral insurance. Remember, you're a 1099 agent, independent. No one's going to come and do this for you. You got to do it yourself. So with that said, guys, let's make it happen. And if you guys need a little help with that, call me. I close 10 to 20 applications every single week alongside my teammates, training them on how to do it. Also, next Friday, we're going to be sitting down with Michael Francine. I'm really excited about that. He got some really good business lessons in life as well as in business that we can all learn from. So I hope you guys can tune in and enjoy. So you guys enjoy your week and see you guys at the top. Peace.